This is a mind-blowingly racist story. Even the conservatives will hear this and go, yes, that appears to be racist. The Miami Herald had this disturbing story about a Quick Stop, which is a convenience store in Miami Gardens, Florida, where the demographics are majority poor and black. And most of the people at this store, the employees and the customers, are mostly black. So there's a guy by the name of Earl Sampson. He's 28 years old. He works at the Quick Stop, and he's been detained by police 258 times, searched over 100 times, and this is just in a time span of 4 years. He was also arrested 62 times. Why, you ask? What, was he running drugs out of the convenience store? What was he walking around with a shotgun in the convenience store? Was he threatening people, punching people, robbing people, mugging people, doing something wrong? How many illegal things was he doing? Is it multiple counts? Is it multiple charges? Every time he was arrested, it was for trespassing. Now you're probably thinking, wait a second, didn't you just say that he worked there? So how could he be trespassing? Exactly. They just thought, oh, he looked suspicious. He looked suspicious. So we're going to, detain him 258 times, search him over 100 times, and arrest him 62 times. And they said, oh, the charges were trespassing and loitering. You're loitering. You look dangerous standing there minding your business. Get in the car. We're taking you downtown. Now, get this, quote, even the store's owner was confused by the situation, so he installed 15 security cameras to record his store at all times. The owner, Alex Saleh, was so shocked by what he saw, he filed an internal complaint about the arrests. Now, all of these videos are available on the Miami Herald website, and they reveal that the cops, there's one incident where the cops body slammed somebody for not having an ID. There's other video, they asked to use the bathroom in the back room. They would go in the back room and then they would snoop around all back there when they didn't have permission to do that. They would go behind the counter and snoop around there as well. They didn't have permission to do that. And they would just flat out hang out around the store, the Quick Stop store, and if they saw black people, they would just say, let's go. Let's go harass them. Have you ever seen, I forget which Harold and Kumar it was, but it was, I think, Escape from Guantanamo. And there's the comedic character who's just the overtly racist cop, who just like every minority is guilty by definition, every white person is fantastic by definition, and he's a comedy character, right? But what's going on here is like that if it were real life. I mean, how do you arrest the same guy 62 times at his place of work for trespassing? He works there. So that means every single time he said, guys, I work here, and they're like, oh yeah? Yeah, we'll just see about that. You're coming downtown, Buster. And they probably didn't use the word Buster, if you know what I mean. They probably used a different word that starts with N. Yeah, but racism is gone. We elected a black president. What are you complaining about, liberals? Racism is done. Never mind the fact that black people and white people use drugs at the same rate, but black people get arrested 4 times more often. Never mind the fact that black people get paid less on average than white people. Never mind this, the specifics of this story that you just heard. Never mind the study about resumes, where if you put a black name on a resume versus a white name, everything else equal, the white name always gets picked first. Never mind the eBay study, where they have a black hand holding an iPod and a white hand holding an iPod to sell it, all the other information the same, everybody always picks the white hand over the black hand. No, racism is totally gone, man. Doesn't exist anymore. Forget the fact that it was in your parents' lifetimes that black people were literally treated as second-class citizens under law.